Hello. This tutorial will be going over the basics of the Google Gmail. So here we are in Chrome again. You can see in my dock and up top left. Google Chrome does work best for our Google Suite. And I'm going to go to the Google menu over here, the little waffle or grid. And I'm going to go to Gmail through the Google menu. This is the Gmail access. I'm going to sign in up here. And here is my regular email, which will be changed to .org in June. Click Next. And my network password. Now we can see that I am logged into my Gmail account. Over here on the left side, I have my mail. I know I'm in Gmail. If I click here, I can see also contacts and tasks. I'm going to stay in mail for now. I have folders over here. We'll talk about that in just a moment. And my inbox. For basic settings for Gmail, I'm going to go up to the little gear symbol in the top right, tap that, and click Settings. Now in my settings, I have many options. You can see all the tabs here going through everything that Gmail is capable of changing. We're going to focus on the General tab today. Our language, you can set to English, United States phone number, maximum page size. This is to show how many conversations we want to have on our page at one time. You can change this. I like to have mine at the largest setting. Images, always display external images in your emails. Undo send is an interesting feature. You can uncheck or check. When undo send is enabled, what this allows you to do is create an email, and oftentimes I'll send an email and right after I send it, I remember I forgot to do something. The little undo send button comes up and we can change the setting for how long it'll take for Gmail to actually send that email. 5, 10, 20, or 30 seconds. I like to give myself the longest period of time. The default reply behavior, when you open up an email, whether that you want to reply to everybody that the email went to or just to the person who sent it, I like to set mine just to reply and have the option to reply all. Here's our default text style where we can change the font, size, and color of text. Conversation view is an interesting feature in a lot of the new email. Conversation view allows you, when it's on, to read messages as if they were a text message. So you go into, and rather than being individual emails that are chronologically spaced in your inbox, Conversation View clumps all of the emails that you had with that person together or with several people together, like your text messages. Conversation View off just puts every email in your inbox individually, chronologically. Send an archive. This is just a button if you want to show, have it sent to the archive when it is sent. Our district does that automatically anyway, so I'm going to hide that. Preview pane, mark a conversation as read after 3 seconds. This just will, if you are holding and reading on the conversation or the email, after 3 seconds it will mark as read. You can set that for however long you want, immediately or to never. Your desktop notifications, these are those little notifications that'll come up in the right hand corner if you have an email. Sometimes when you're in class you might want to turn those off so that your students and you aren't distracted. Stars are an interesting way to categorize emails. You can set up what kind of system that you want. So if you just want to have a single use, I want to mark everything with a yellow 1 star, you can put here. If I want to put 4 stars saying, okay, this is a yellow, blue, or check mark exclamation point, or my system could be all stars where I could use these as labels to categorize with these 10 different options. keyboard shortcuts. I want to turn those on. Those allow me to, if I copy something in Word, do Command C, and then bring it over to an email, I can just hit Command V on a keyboard as a keyboard shortcut to paste it into the email. I want to keep those on. Button labels are all about giving you little shortcut icons for what things do or how things are labeled, or you can have the text about what it does. Here's your picture. You can change that here, visible to everyone, or make it visible only people you chat with. Create contacts when you send a message. I like to have Gmail automatically put all my contacts that I send a message to into my contact list. Here's where I can create a signature at the bottom of your email. And this is just a little similar to a label. It's an indicator will show if it's sent to just you, or a double arrow is a message sent to, only you is a double arrow, and a single arrow is if it's sent to multiple. Snippets are a little first couple words of the email, so you can sort of start reading right in your inbox. Here's your vacation responder. Set that up. And if you have made any changes, you're going to want to make sure that you save changes when you are done. So here I'm back in my Gmail inbox. To compose an email, or to create an email, I'm going to click over here to compose, which brings up my email window over here. If I type a last name, it'll go to search the directory, or I can just type in the whole email if I know it. And I'm going to put a subject line and the body of my email. If I did have someone to CC, I could click down here, and BCC is also here. And down here we have the formatting options, text, centering, indent. I can attach a document with the paperclip, go to my Google Drive, insert a picture or a link, or even an emoji. I hit send here, and here it has your message has been sent. Now, because I have that 30-second message on there, I can undo the send, and here it's back. If I wanted to send it, I could send it right now. Now, when I have an email that I want to reply to, I can double-click on an email to read it. And down here, here's the message. Down here, I can see here to reply. Click here. If I want to add anyone else to the email, I can type their name in here. Also CC, BCC. And if it was to certain people, several people, I could go here and go reply all would be here. So I want to talk to you a little bit about labels. Labels in Gmail are very similar to folders. They're called labels though. So if I wanted to make a new label, let's call this go down here to create new label. I'm going to call this Tech Department. Hit create. So now I have a new label over here that says Tech Department. So if I wanted to just keep these emails in my inbox but label them that they are for the Tech Department, check them over here, and then go over to labels, and here I can check into a label. I can put an email with more than one label. Just going to do Tech Department here, click apply, and you'll see it comes up with a little label on the email. Now there are going to be occasions where I might want this email to go into the Tech Department label over here and out of my inbox. So while these are selected, I can click and drag and put them in my Tech Department label here, which is very similar to folders. To uncheck, I can move it to a different label, delete it, or mark as red, remove the label from here. So I can have something labeled, this is in the tech department folder, or just have it in the inbox labeled with tech department and still remain inside with that label there. I can change the color of my label too if I want. And now here, if I have an email that I do want to delete, I can click on here, the email, check it off, and tap delete. Or I can go in and just click and drag it right into trash.